Hey guys, we're going to look at questions, I think 13 through 17 here. And you should be making good progress on your take-home quiz as well. So, turn on my slate here. Okay, we are going to find the product B times A. Okay, if you remember, for multiplication, not all matrices can be multiplied. We have to check them first. B is on the left, A is on the right. So what size or dimension is B? This is a 3 by 2. So a 3 by 2, A is a 2 by 2. Can they be multiplied? We circle and check. The answer is yes, and the answer will be a 3 by 2. So that means this is the guy we're looking at. Okay, and I'm going to guess a lot of you are probably going to go to your technology here. I'll pause it and get my, okay, sorry, I didn't have my calculator open. Okay, so we're going to take B first, and B is a, what did we decide? It was a 3 by 2. So I'm going to go to my calculator. Second matrix, we're going to edit B, and it's still a 3 by 2 from my problems I worked earlier. Okay, and the numbers are, what do we got here? 6, 1, 0, negative 2, 6, 1. I think it's 3, 9. I'll double check. Was it 3, 9 at the end? Yeah, all right. And now we're going to put an A, which is a 2 by 2. Second matrix, go over to edit. A is a 2 by 2. Three, negative 5, 5, 1. 3, negative 5, 5, 1. All right, now we go back to the main screen, second quit, and now we're going to take matrix B times matrix A. There we go. 23, negative 29, negative 10, negative 2. I don't know if I'll be able to. No, that didn't work like I thought it would. Okay. 23, negative 29. Negative 10, negative 2. Before negative 6. Okay. Good job. Next question. Question 14. Find the product of these two if it's possible. So this is a 2 by 3. Columns hold up buildings, rows by columns. And this guy is a 2 by 3. Do we have matching middles? And the answer is no, because they do not match. We cannot multiply these guys. Okay, this one, they just want us to put in this matrix equation to match up our system. Remember, this is the coefficient matrix. This will be the constant matrix. So we're just putting in the coefficients here. Remember to put in 0 if you need it. So this is pretty easy. So we have 3 because there's a 3 in front of the x. And now what's in front of the y is a negative 1 and a 3 in front of the z. A 1 is in front of the second x here. And a 3 and a 3 here. Careful with signs. A 4, a negative 3, And then there's nothing in that z spot, so we will put a 0. Now we'll put our constants, which are 4, -4, and 4. Okay, let's multiply a times b here. This time I'm going to look at it by hand because they're small, like I kind of told you about. A is a 2 by 2, b is a 2 by 2. They can be multiplied, not because they're the same size, but because their middles match. And the answer will be a 2 by 2. Okay, so row by column. So taking a times b. So row by column. Remember, you pretend this 2, -6 is moved over here. We'll multiply and add. So 2 times -2 plus -6 times -1. That's -4 plus 6, which is 2. So 2 is going to be in that top spot. There's only one multiple choice that has 2 in the top spot. So that is my answer, D. If I reverse it and then do B first and then multiply it by A, 2, -6, 6, 5, because order does matter. I do the row by column. So the -2 times the 2 plus the -1 times the 6. It's -4 minus 6, which is -10 in that top left spot. And to me, doing that by hand was quicker than typing it into the calculator. Okay, last one for this video. All right. This is actually what we call the identity matrix. And you're going to understand why here in just one second. If ones are down a diagonal of a square matrix, we call it an identity matrix. Because look what happens when we multiply. Remember, it's row by column. So this is a 2 by 2. Another 2 by 2. The answer will be a 2 by 2, just like they said. If you take this row times this column, the 7 is times the 1, but the second 7 is times the 0, which means you just get 7. Take it times the second column here, and the 7 is times the 0, and then the second 7 is times the 1, so you get a 7 again. That row is done. So now we go to this row, and you have a 1 times the 1, and the -4 times the 0. So that's a 1. Take it times the second column here, and this times the 1 is times the 0, and the -4 is times the 1, so you get a -4. If you have a square identity matrix with ones down what we call the main diagonal, when you multiply, you just get the matrix you started with. Okay, that's all we're going to do for this video today. Or this, I don't know how to stop it. Not even going to lie there.